Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into the rise and fall of Farfetch,
Oh, yeah, Farfetch.
a company that, aimed to revolutionize luxury fashion.
Interesting.
They promised kind of like a digital Selfridges,
Okay.
endless shelves,
Right.
but with one catch, no actual inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So how did this billion-dollar company, how did it end up bankrupt in just a few years?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's what we're here to unpack today.
It's a fascinating story, I think.
Yeah.
It reminds us that even the most innovative ideas, they're not immune to market shifts
Right.
and perhaps their own internal challenges.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we've got a mountain of sources to dig through.
Okay.
YouTube videos, articles. We even went to Farfetch's own About page.
Nice.
So we're ready to uncover the how and the why behind this cautionary tale.
It seems like it's a story about more than just one company.
Okay.
It's a look into how the entire luxury market is transforming, I think.
Okay. So let's rewind back to 2007. The global financial crisis is in full swing.
Yeah.
People tightening their belts, but
Mm-hmm.
high-end luxury was supposed to be crisis-proof, right?
That was the prevailing thought at the time, yeah.
Oh.
Luxury goods were seen as this safe haven, I guess, for both investors and consumers.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where Jose Neves, Farfetch's founder, he steps in.
Okay.
And he wasn't your typical tech entrepreneur.
Right.
He was actually a software engineer turned shoe designer.
Oh, wow.
So talk about a unique
Oh,
blend.
that is very unique, yeah. It must have given him a distinct perspective.
Yeah.
He understood both the creative and the technical sides of fashion,
Yeah.
which I think was really crucial to Farfetch's initial concept.
Yeah. And that concept was brilliant, at
Okay.
least on paper.
All right.
Neves saw that luxury boutiques, they were hit hard by the recession,
Sure.
and they were sitting on all this excess inventory.
Makes sense.
So what was his solution?
I don't know. What was it?
Connect these boutiques to global buyers online.
Oh, okay.
So no inventory risk for Farfetch.
Right.
They just take a commission on each sale.
So it's like eBay, but for luxury.
Exactly.
Like a curated marketplace with global reach.
Yeah.
And remember, this is 2008.
Yeah.
Online luxury was still in its infancy.
Yeah, it was early days.
So Farfetch was a pioneer.
Totally. But was taking a cut of each sale enough to actually build a profitable business?
I mean, that's the question.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider all the costs involved in running this global platform.
Right.
Their commission was significant, around 30%.
Wow.
But the costs of marketing, customer service, managing this huge network of boutiques
Right.
couldn't be ignored.
Yeah, it was a bold bet.
Yeah.
For sure. And early on, they split their operations
Oh, okay.
between London for its creative energy
Mhm.
and Portugal for its tech talent.
Interesting.
Kind of a global company, but a very specific origin story.
Yeah, I like that. Neves, he understood the importance of both brand image and that technological prowess.
For sure.
And they invested heavily in attracting both buyers and sellers.
Okay.
They used influencer marketing, digital ads. They even opened a few physical stores
Wow.
just to boost their brand awareness.
So they weren't just an online platform.
Right.
They were trying to build a recognizable brand in the real world, too.
Yeah.
But did that strategy distract them from focusing on their core business?
It's definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
They were casting a wide net,
Yeah.
trying to appeal to a broad audience of luxury shoppers.
Right.
But was that sustainable in the long run?
That's the question. And on the seller side,
Yeah.
they were constantly adding new boutiques, becoming a platform for those lesser-known brands as well.
Yeah, this was a key part of their initial strategy, I think.
Yeah.
Becoming that go-to destination for unique and hard-to-find luxury items.
Yeah.
Appealing to that desire for exclusivity. That drives so many luxury shoppers.
Totally. And for a while, it seemed to be working.
Right.
By 2018, Farfetch was ready for its IPO,
Uh-huh.
and it was a massive success.
Nice.
The share price skyrocketed.
Wow.
Everyone was predicting a bright future.
It looked like they had cracked the code for online luxury.
Yeah.
But as we know, things took a turn.
Right.
The seeds of their downfall may have already been sown,
Okay.
even during those heady early days.
Okay. So that's Farfetch's origin story.
Yeah.
A whirlwind of innovation, ambition, and apparent success.
It seems like it.
But just as things seemed to be hitting their stride, the world changed.
Uh-oh.
And Farfetch's real challenges, those began to surface.
Okay.
We'll dive into that right after this quick word from our sponsor.
The pandemic I mean, that brought a huge surge in online shopping, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And Farfetch seemed perfectly positioned to, like, capitalize on that trend.
Yeah.
Their sales exploded,
Okay.
reached $2.2 billion in revenue in 2021. Wow. Even the closure of their physical stores seemed like a plus.
Yeah, because everyone was shopping online.
Exactly. Online became like the dominant channel.
So on the surface, the pandemic looked like a win for Farfetch.
Yeah.
But are you suggesting it might have masked some deeper issues?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The surge in online demand hit a fundamental challenge: supply.
Okay.
Farfetch was so reliant on these independent boutiques and smaller brands for inventory.
Right.
They really struggled to get products from those big luxury brands.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The ones who are increasingly focused on selling directly to customers.
But wouldn't a platform like Farfetch, with its global reach and established customer base, I mean, wouldn't that be attractive to those big brands?
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
But luxury brands are fiercely protective of their image and their customer relationships.
Right.
They want to control the entire brand experience,
Right.
from the moment a customer discovers a product to, like, the after-sale service. So partnering with a third-party platform like Farfetch,
Yeah.
it meant giving up some of that control.
Ah, I see. So for these luxury brands, it was about more than just sales.
Exactly.
It was about, like, maintaining that aura of exclusivity,
Yeah.
that direct connection with their clientele.
Precisely.
Okay.
And this created a real dilemma for Farfetch.
Right.
To attract customers, they often resorted to discounts and sales,
Yeah.
which are totally normal in the wider fashion market.
Right, yeah.
But this practice didn't sit well with these luxury brands.
Okay.
They want to maintain an image of high value and scarcity.
Right. So no discounts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So think about your own shopping habits.
Okay.
Would you pay full price for a luxury item online, knowing it might be discounted later?
Right.
Or does that allure of luxury, does it lie in the experience?
Right.
The feeling of getting something special,
Yeah.
even if it comes with a higher price tag?
That's a really crucial question. It gets to the heart of the challenge that Farfetch was facing.
Okay.
They were trying to reconcile the convenience and accessibility of online shopping with the exclusivity and the curated experience that defines luxury.
Right.
It's a tough balancing act.
And it seems like they struggled to strike the right balance.
Yeah.
In 2022, things started to unravel.
Uh-oh.
Revenue growth slowed.
Okay.
Then it declined.
Right.
And investors, who were once so enthusiastic, they started to get nervous.
Remember, even with those high commissions and no inventory costs,
Yeah.
Farfetch was burning through cash.
Okay.
Their operating expenses,
Right.
marketing, customer service, managing that massive network of boutiques.
It adds up.
It all adds up. It was eating into their profits.
Wow.
They were losing hundreds of millions of dollars.
So their seemingly lean business model,
Yeah.
it wasn't as efficient as it appeared.
Right.
The cost of running a global platform, particularly in the luxury sector,
Yeah.
it was substantial. But was it just costs?
Hmm.
Or were there other factors at play?
So this is where the lack of differentiation really hurt them.
Yeah, okay.
As more luxury brands launched their own e-commerce sites,
Right.
consumers had fewer reasons to shop on Farfetch.
Makes sense.
Why buy from a third party when you can go directly to the source?
Yeah.
Get the full brand experience, potentially even better customer service.
Yeah, it's interesting how the growth of e-commerce, which initially seemed like a boon for Farfetch,
Yeah.
ultimately became their undoing.
Right.
They were pioneers in online luxury,
Uh-huh.
but they failed to adapt to that evolving landscape.
And as those big brands focused more on direct-to-consumer sales,
Yeah.
it squeezed the wholesale market.
Right.
That supplied many of Farfetch's boutiques.
Right.
This meant they had to rely more on those smaller brands and leftover inventory,
Right.
which further diminished their appeal to luxury shoppers.
There's like a vicious cycle. The less attractive the platform becomes to shoppers seeking those top-tier brands,
Uh-huh.
the harder it becomes to attract those brands in the first place.
Exactly. It became this classic catch-22.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it proved fatal for Farfetch.
Oh, wow.
By 2024, they filed for bankruptcy.
Wow.
Their assets, they were sold off for a fraction of their peak value.
That's crazy.
It was a truly spectacular fall from grace for a company that had once seemed unstoppable.
So Farfetch's story, it is a cautionary tale
Uh-huh.
about the perils of failing to adapt.
Right.
But it also highlights this broader shift in the luxury market,
Yeah.
the rise of direct-to-consumer.
Right.
It's reshaping the way luxury brands operate,
Yeah.
and platforms like Farfetch are struggling to find their place in this new landscape.
Indeed. And as we move further into this digital age,
Right.
the role of technology in the luxury market, it's only going to become more prominent.
Which begs the question,
Yeah.
what role will technology play?
Right. Good question.
Yeah, it's like we're at a crossroads. The
Mhm.
traditional models of luxury retail,
Mm-hmm.
you're being challenged.
Right.
But the path forward,
Yeah.
it isn't entirely clear yet.
It's so fascinating how technology is.
Right.
It's both the disruptor
Yeah.
and the potential solution.
Oh, yeah.
With AI.
Yeah.
It's already changing how brands personalize customer experiences, manage their supply chains, and even design new products.
Yeah. And speaking of AI and fashion,
Yeah.
let's talk about our sponsor for this episode, Cloutfit.ai.
Oh, yeah. Cloutfit.ai.
They're a B2B fashion commerce company
Right.
using AI to boost user engagement and increase client revenue.
I think Cloutfit.ai is like a perfect example of
Yeah.
how AI can be applied to solve those real-world challenges
Right.
in the fashion industry.
Yeah, their founders,
Uh-huh.
the former CPO and CTO of major fashion e-commerce companies, they have a deep understanding
I bet they do.
of the complexities of this market.
For sure.
And they're using AI to personalize product recommendations,
Uh-huh.
optimize pricing strategies,
Makes sense.
even predict future trends.
Oh, wow. So it's
Yeah.
like having a fashion oracle at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, right?
Yeah.
How do we make sure that AI
Yeah.
enhances the luxury experience
Right.
rather
Yeah.
than replacing the human touch?
Right.
That makes it so special.
That's the key challenge, I think.
Yeah.
Luxury has always been about more than just the product itself.
Right.
It's about the craftsmanship, the storytelling,
Yeah.
the personalized service.
Right.
As AI becomes more integrated into the luxury market, it's so crucial that brands don't lose sight of these core values.
It's a delicate balance,
Yeah.
but I think there's a real opportunity
Right.
for brands to use AI
Yeah.
to create even more personalized and engaging experiences for their customers.
I agree.
Imagine a world where every interaction with a luxury brand,
Right.
it just feels tailored for you.
Exactly.
You know?
AI can be such a powerful tool for creating that sense of intimacy and exclusivity that defines luxury.
Right.
But it's up to those brands
Right,
to
yeah.
use it in a way that feels authentic and human-centered.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the end
Okay.
of our deep dive into the world of Farfetch.
Parker.
It's been a wild ride,
He has,
full of twists and turns.
for sure.
It's left us with a lot to think about.
It really has.
Farfetch's story is a reminder that even the most innovative companies,
Yeah.
they're vulnerable
Right.
to market shifts and internal challenges,
Yeah.
but it also highlights
Uh-huh.
the incredible potential of technology
Yeah.
to reshape the future of fashion.
Absolutely.
If you found this episode useful,
Uh-huh.
we'd love for you to share it with someone
Yeah.
who's interested in the intersection of fashion and technology.
Right.
Don't forget to subscribe
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button.
so you don't miss out on our future deep dives.
Stay curious.
Stay curious, keep exploring,
Yeah.
and until next time,
Yeah.
happy diving.